What is up, everybody, and welcome to our fantasy draft for Survivor. Me and Adam. You might notice we're doing this a little late. After the first episode, we're officially going to be the first podcast to do a fantasy draft after the first episode. I would try to make up some excuse as to why we didn't do it, but really we just got really busy and didn't do it. So we're doing it after knowledge of the first episode. So that could throw us off. Or that could help us. Who knows? But basically, we're going to rock, paper, scissors to see who gets Myra, and then we'll just go from there. So, you ready?
Yes. I believe it would be whoever goes. I'm trying to figure out if whoever goes first would land with Mariah or whoever goes second. So if I go first, it would be Gideon, Adam, Gideon, Adam, Gideon, Adam, Gideon. So if I go first, you'll get Mariah. So whoever goes first does not get Mariah.
Okay.
And then, guys, just so you know, it'll be Snake. A first person gets one, and then from then on out, you get two in a row, alternating men and women like last time, or do you want to just do anybody?
I'm fine with doing anybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do just anyone, not men and women. Yeah, okay, cool. Should we do like a coin flip app or just rock, paper, scissors?
Rock,
live,
paper, scissors. Let's do it live. Ready?
Best two out of three?
No.
Just time. One in that? All right, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
I need all the help I can get. I haven't won fantasy yet.
And just so everyone understands the point system, if you didn't watch us last time, whatever place that person comes in, you so like if someone comes in 18th place, right, or 17th place, if that person is on your team, what happens is you subtract that number from your scores. I mean, again, you both start with, I think it was 126 points we start with. So I'm going to end up with Mariah. So I know I'm subtracting 18 points because she came in 18th place. So essentially what it is every time someone on your team gets eliminated, you lose points. So you want as many people at the end so you don't lose points. And the winner gets what? Are we putting what?
A cherry.
Love it. Okay, so we did it last year. I think I won last year, I had Marianne and I won. First year you won, but I won both years?
Yep.
But you had the winner first year. You
had the winner. That's why you won. We just the first year we just did whoever had the winner won, and you had
right.
Yeah, you had Erica. She was your last pick.
Last year was good too because I was crushing at first, and then it became even, and then coming into the finale you were winning, but then it was like back and forth in the finale, and I think I won by like 3 points. It was like as good of a game as you can.
Yeah, so it was good. Well, I already know who my first pick's going to be, so let's get into it.
Also, check out our season 43, episode 1 recap if you haven't yet. But
I gotta go with Ellie. First pick.
Side note: this episode is sponsored by House of the Dragon, HBO Max. Check it out Sundays 9 p.m. Eastern.
Give me Ellie. First pick, Ellie. She's controlled the first vote. I think she'll go far. I don't think she'll win, but I think she'll go far. So I'll take her.
Also sponsored by Oscar Mayer Wiener Company. Should I zoom in? Can I zoom into this a little more? Okay. Yes. There we go. Right. Yes. You still can only see the one thing, right? But I just got up. Okay. Yeah, just real quick on Ellie. She's on the Baka tribe. She's 31 years old from Salt Lake City, Utah. Clinical psychologist. From Salt Lake City, we've only had one other person ever from Salt Lake City. You have to go to season 30 2. Cow wrong. 17th place finisher Jennifer. I don't even remember Jennifer Lanzetti, but she was also from Salt Lake City. What did I say her job was? Psychologist. Did we have any psychologists before? No, first psychologist in Survivor history. You believe that?
Yes.
All right. Christian, what's up? You guys should do a cast assessment fantasy draft for 44. We definitely will when the cast is released. Okay. So you're picking Ellie, first pick, great first pick. Here I might have to get a little bit of an echo, so I'm gonna mute you for a second. But good. All right. So I'm gonna go with Jesse. Jesse was my winner pick. Didn't see anything in the episode to make me think otherwise. I mean, no one stood out. Like Ellie's probably the one person who stood out as like maybe a slightly better, but yes, I like Jesse. He seems calm, cool, and collected. Obviously, he's a very smart guy. He just earned his doctorate in political science. He's 30 years old. He's on the Vesey tribe. 30 years old from Durham, North Carolina. We have a couple people from Durham. We have Ted Rogers from Survivor Thailand. We have Crystal, the Olympic gold medalist, former Olympic gold medalist. She got her medals taken back because she got caught with steroids or something, from Gabon. Kelly from Nicaragua, 15th place. Keith, our boy Keith, Edge of Extinction, was from Durham. And then you have Molly from Island of the Idols, second to last place. I believe he's the first person to ever list themselves as a political scientist, but yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll go again. Also, do you have Gideon? Do you have the ability to do this? To do the
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. I was gonna say. All right. Okay, I'll go again. Okay, we're not doing. Okay, this is interesting now because, like I said, guys, in our past draft, fantasy drafts, it's women than men, and women than men. So it kind of mixes things up a little bit. Oh boy, I'm gonna go with Carla. I wouldn't have said her after the first, if it wasn't for the first episode. She seems a lot more social than I thought. Yes, really like Carla. She made a good alliance with Gio. So first 3 picks, all from different tribes. She's from Coco, 28 years old, educational project manager, first ever project manager. She's from Newark. We've only had 2 Newark ever. Katie, 12th place from Survivor Philippines, and Cliff from Cagayan, the basketball player, actually grew up in Newark, New Jersey. So that doesn't count. Newark, Delaware. Okay. 2 picks. Who you got?
Give me Jesse. I'll take Jesse.
No, Jesse was my pick. Was my first
Or
pick.
not Jesse. Frick, not Jesse. The only guy at the bottom. Frick, what's his name?
Sammy?
Sammy, yeah. Sorry, I knew it was an E name. Anyways, Adam, my phone is close to dying. We might want to speed up.
Oh, really? All right. Well, if you let's run through the draft, and then if you get kicked, I'll go through everybody on my own.
Okay. I'll also take. Give me the Paralympian as well.
Wow. Okay. Noel.
Noel. Yep.
Okay. If I'll do 2, I don't think he's gonna win, but this isn't just about who we think's gonna win. It's about who we think's gonna get far. And I do think Owen is gonna get far. I'm surprised it took him this long to get taken off. Besides that, I'll go with I will go with Lindsay.
Okay. I actually think the elevator salesman guy is gonna go far.
Cody. Okay.
Just because I think he'll be like 5th. And
It was your winner pick, Dwight.
Nah, after this episode, Dwight's not my winner pick, to be honest. Give me. The girl to the left of Mariah. What's her name? I felt like she did okay. So yeah, that one.
Yes. That's is that Jenny? Justine. Justine.
Justine. Yeah, I feel like she'll be sort of.
I'm gonna go with Nika. I believe her name is pronounced here. Um, also gonna go with James. Go with Nika and James.
All right, wild card here. Give me Gabler
Okay.
and Dwight. Frick it. Let's go. One of them is gonna go far. I bet.
I'm gonna do Mariah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go. Oh, this is tough because these are the people. I'm gonna go with Geo because I said I do think that Carla is gonna go far. If her and Geo stay close like they did in the first episode, then I think Geo could go far too. I'm actually surprised I let him slip this far, but okay. Um. Oh, and then I got one more. Okay, I'll go with Ryan. I could see them keeping him around, maybe just because of how much of a. I think he's going to be the pre-merge challenge beast. He's going to be the Jonathan. He's going to be the Xander.
Okay. Well, then that
Actually,
leaves
Xander
me.
was good at individuals too. I should say.
He was. That leaves me with the two that aren't voted out. So go ahead. Yeah.
Justine and Cassidy. Who do you want? Who do you want to be your last pick?
Cassidy can be my last pick.
Okay. So I get Mariah. Okay. What's your phone on?
Let me check. 2%.
Oh boy. All right. Maybe turn the brightness down. I don't know. We left off with Sammy was the last person you had said.
I feel good. I feel good about Sammy.
Yeah.
I honestly I didn't expect much pre-game, but after I feel like he will like go in like the place of like a Ricard, sort of like fifth, like Fallen Angel edit sort of thing. And I wanted to
Okay.
get Noelle because I think she'll have like a tribal shield. Like I feel like she'll never be the one to that people want to get off. I always feel like it'll be someone else.
Yeah.
Because like first of all, she doesn't seem like she's on the outs, and second of all, she seemed to be making good impressions day one.
Yeah. Sammy is 19, pretty be the youngest winner. He's from Vegas. We've only had 4 other people from Vegas. We got Janu, who's a Vegas showgirl from Palau. We have Jean Robert, of course, the poker player from China. We have Elise, the dance manager from South Pacific, and then of course Roxroy. None of those people finished in the top 8, so don't have a good history with Vegas. He's the first pet cremator. He cremates pets. Don't know if people. Yes, he's a pet cremator. Noelle, was she your next pick? Yes. Noelle is a U.S. Olympian. She's the first Paralympian. We've had a couple Olympians, but she's the first Paralympian. She is 25 years old and from Manchester. Only person from Manchester, North New Hampshire. I picked Owen. I feel like he's the Ricard of this season. He's the Chanel of this season. He is the preseason favorites, which Ricard did good, and Chanel didn't do good. But you know, Owen is 29 from New Orleans. He's a New Orleans boy. He is Lisa from Vanuatu was our first. Don't really remember her real estate agent, 12th place. Palau, we got Cassandra from Palau, 13th place, was from New Orleans. And then, of course, High last year, data scientist, was from New Orleans. So no New Orleans winners. Surprise, such a major city. We've only had 3. He's a college admissions director, so he lets people in. We have had one other admissions counselor, actually Vince, second place or third place in Island of the Idols, was in the admissions department for a school. So I guess Owen studies people all day. If he's an admissions counselor, that could be a plus. But what did you like about Cody, elevator salesman, and Janine?
I think it's
Justine.
an edit thing for Cody. Cody's getting so much of the edit so far. I feel like they wouldn't do that if he was an early boot. But I could be wrong. And then as for Jenny, that's your name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just feel like she's gonna float. I don't know. I mean, nothing's.
Justine. Justine's her name.
Oh, Justine. Yeah, Justine. I feel like she's gonna float. I haven't seen anything special, but I haven't seen anything like not like, as opposed to what's her name, Nyonka. I mean,
Mika.
I didn't even, I didn't even know she was on this season. I mean,
I think she had one confessional in the beginning.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even notice she was there. At
Yeah,
least I knew Justine was on the friggin' season.
but I will say Nika did make the best with that one confessional. She felt very calm and confident and looked like she was gonna have some fun out there.
We'll see.
Cody's not only the first ever contestant from Honolulu, he's the first ever from Hawaii. First elevator salesman. We've had a couple salesmen. Of course, Brian Heidick was a car salesman and the winner of Thailand's. Sean from Pearl Islands didn't do as good, salesman. Nate from Cook Islands was a shoe salesman. Ace from Gabon, jewelry salesman. Matt from Caramoan was a BMX bike salesman, and yes, that is our salesman. Justine is from Marina Del Rey, cybersecurity saleswoman. Oh, and Cody is Vesey. Justine is Vesey. So we got two salespeople on the same tribe. Marina Del Rey is JP. JP from Cook Islands was Marina Del Rey. PG Law was Marina Del Rey from China, and did she come back from second chance? Yeah. And then Mike from Samoa, the chef, was Marina Del Rey. Now, Marina Del Rey is basically Los Angeles, and I'm not going to go through everybody from Los Angeles. Second person in the history of Survivor involved in cybersecurity, although I guess cybersecurity wasn't really a thing when Survivor started. But the first was, do you remember? It's recent. He's been on the show.
Oh, Abraham.
Yep, from Survivor 41. First boot. I had Lindsay and Nika. Yeah, so Lindsay, very old school-esque player from Coco, 42. First ever player from Downingtown, PA. I'm born and raised in PA. I don't even know where that is. I believe it's out closer to Philadelphia, which is not my side of the state. I'm from Pittsburgh, west side of the state. Pediatric nurse. We have Tina was a nurse, winner of Australian Outback. John Carroll from Marquesas was a nurse. Sari was a nurse, legend. Jillian, second last place in Gabon was a nurse. Ashley, fourth place in Redemption Island was a nurse. And then Jessica from Heroes, Healers, and Hustlers was a nurse. That's it for nurses. You'd think there'd be more on Survivor, but that is it. Nika is from Vesey. She's from Weatherford, Texas. 43 years old. First person ever from Texas. That is, trying to see where. That's not really near anything. Parker County, yeah, middle of nowhere in Texas. She's a pharmacist. We've had a couple. We've had a couple pharmaceutical salespeople. But Nika is actually the first person ever to be considered a pharmacist in the history of Survivor. We've had 8 pharmaceutical salespeople. I don't know what the difference is. I won't go through them all. But yeah, Lindsay felt like a very old school player. We already talked about Nika. Didn't really shine in the first episode, but I mean, did Erica? Did Marianne? Maybe that's the thing. Hiding the edits in the first episode, letting other people, letting the Codys and the Owens and the Jessies take the shine in the first episode. But all right, you picked Gabler and you picked Dwight. What made you pick them?
It was really for the memes. No, for Gabler, I was like, he got an idol, so he's definitely gonna make it one more vote. And for Dwight, bro, like his game's already falling apart, but he was my winner pick, so I feel like I had to not have him go last.
Yeah, I think Ben is the only other Idahoan, which Mike Gabler is from, and Gideon's phone died, so I'll take over for the rest. Yes, Mike Gabler is a heart valve specialist. How did I not? I must have forgot that. Okay, I thought he was a rancher or a herder or something of that nature. Heart valve specialist. So I'm not even going to search that. I know he's the first ever heart valve specialist. Mike is on Baca. Yes, he has a hidden immunity idol for now. And then Gideon also drafted Dwight Moore from Collierville, where Gideon is not exactly from, but close to. First person from Collierville, 21. So he would also be the youngest winner if he won, tying Fabio. But I believe I heard he is younger in age than Fabio was when he was on. He's a graduate student. Only 3 ever graduate students in the history of Survivor. Actually, no. Only one other person ever in the history of Survivor was a graduate student at the time of filming, and that was Kim Mullen, who came in 15th place in Survivor Palau. Yeah, I do see Lindsay as a Chrissy. I feel like Chrissy, as Christian says here, I do think Chrissy it was a little bit more like conniving and had a lot more tricks up her sleeve. I feel like Lindsay's definitely going to go more of a social game route, but that's just me. Could be wrong. I picked James and Leo. James is one of the 2 people from Philly on this season. LaGrossa, of course, was from Guatemala, and from Palau and Guatemala, and Heroes and Villains. LaGrossa, of course, from Philadelphia. Bryce from Cagayan, Philadelphia. Of course, Wendell, winner of Ghost Island, Philadelphia. Kelly Kim on the Idols, Philadelphia. And then this year we have Mariah and James, both from Philadelphia. So James is an event planner, 36 years old. Only one other event planner in the history of Survivor, Michael Snow, 11th place in Survivor, Caramone fans versus favorites. I picked James. He seems fun. He seems like people are just like being around with him. I feel like he's going to be a trustworthy guy. Seems like he's not very conniving. He's not very sneaky. He's not a snake. He seems like a very straightforward, trustworthy, old-fashioned type player. And then we have Gio, who, again, my biggest thing with him is just because I think Carla is going to do pretty well, and they seem locked. He's also from Honolulu. Didn't realize that. Okay, so never, ever had anyone from Honolulu or Hawaii on the show, but now we have 2 from this one season. And he is 36. He's a project manager. Varner was an internet project manager by the time, but only by the time he was in Cambodia. Other than that, Sesternino was a project coordinator when he was on the Amazon. Nadia was a project manager, last place of San Juan del Sur. Other than that, first project manager, but I think we have 2 project managers this season. No? Let me see. Project manager. Oh, Carla is an educational project manager. Yes, I mentioned that. Okay, so Gideon's last 2 picks were Janine and Cassidy. Who he picked because they were the last 2 remaining people. So not too much thought into them. But Janine is a UX designer. What is UX? I have to Google that. I'm Googling it right now. UX designer, UX user experience. Gotcha. I'm almost positive she's the first UX. No, yes. First ever UX designer. She's from San Francisco, 24 years old. Wow, she seemed mature for her age. I thought she would be older. Stacy, third to last place in season 1. Borneo was from San Francisco. Burton from Pearl Islands, 5th place, San Francisco. You got Matt, that attorney who finished almost in last in One World. Reynold from Caramoan. Haley Ford and Sharon, both from Worlds Apart, and both eventually in Cambodia, were San Francisco. Ty from Cowrong, and Adam Klein was Millennials, Gen X. He was also San Francisco. Ty was, of course, in Game Changers as well. So no winners from one winner, Adam Klein. But it seems like San Francisco people, have had some success. Then Gideon's last pick, Cassidy, Austin, Texas. We have had Aaron from Thailand, ninth place was from Austin. We have Joe from Tocantins, not Joe Anglim, Joe from Tocantins. 10th place, who was the medevac, right? Yeah, Austin, Texas. Courtney, last place in One World, Austin, Texas. Jeff Kent, the former MLB player. Thanks, Obama, from Survivor Philippines. Another 10th place. Couple 10th place finishers from Austin. And then we have Cassidy. It just says designer. That's all it says for her. Designer. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to search how many designers there have been in the history of the show because I don't know if that's clothes, fashion, website. It just kind of says designer. I'm guessing clothes, like, because if there's a couple no fashion designers ever in the history of Survivor. So if she's Amanda Kimmel was an aspiring designer. Brett from Samoa was a t-shirt designer. A couple graphic designers. We had a couple jewelry designers. I know Joe Anglem was a designer. Wendell, of course, was a furniture designer. Kim, of course, is an interior designer, but it just says fashion, or it just says designer. So last place was Mariah. She is a teacher from Philadelphia. I already went through the Philadelphia people. She's 28. So many. There's 25 teachers in Survivor history, so I'm not going to go through them all. But one teacher winner is, if I remember correctly, from Survivor history. And of course is Bob Crowley, Survivor Gabon. I know I kind of skipped over tribes. Yeah, the Baka is Mariah, Ellie, Janine, Gabler, Owen, and Sammy. Definitely like it feels like every time there's 3 tribes, there's the serious drama tribe, there's the everything's kosher challenge beast tribe, and then there's the fun, goofy comedic relief tribe. That is for sure, my opinion, the comedic relief tribe. On Coco, you have Cassidy, Gio, James, Carla, Lindsay, and Ryan. Just like in the last 2 seasons, I think definitely in 41, Blue is the challenge piece. Everything, I feel like there's not going to be much drama. I feel like the drama is going to be in the red tribe. Bessie, you got Cody, you got Dwight, you got Jesse, you got Justine, you got Nika, and you got Noel. So that's it. Hope I win. If you guys missed it, like I said at the beginning, we have already recapped season 43, episode 1. It's on this channel. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe. If you don't already, liking the video, I know it's a quick, easy thing to do. Just go ahead and click that button down below. If you do that, it helps us tremendously with the algorithm. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our recaps. I promise we still have season 42 interviews coming up, and hopefully season 43 interviews coming up post game. We're going to try to have some guests on during the season. I know Tiffany and Vochi have said they would come and do an episode together, so that's going to be fun. A couple contestants, mostly from season 41, 42, and season 1 and 42, to come on as guests for recaps. But we do recaps day after every episode, so Thursdays at noon, around noon, every week, day after the episodes. We also do top 10s, top 20s, clips of the weeks every Saturday by Nathan Survivor King. Our next top 10 coming up is top 10 most epic challenges in the history of the show that Verity is editing. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Other than that, thanks, guys, and we'll see you if you're watching live. We'll see you Thursday. Thanks for joining live or watching this later, and have a good rest of your week.